the Winklevoss twins. They have a great portfolio, right? Um, Part of that portfolio includes a company we're going to talk about today called Scale. And we're going to also link that into Swift because it does link into Swift. So get ready for that today. And as always, before we get started, cue my guy Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Black View Investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer? Best believe I was black or invested. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on a black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested. That course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested.
What is up, guys? What is up, Black Root Crew? What is up, Crypto Warriors? We're back at it. My apologies. It's been like a week since we had a show. Like, I'm trying to get more consistent, guys. Like last month, it's been kind of weird. But hey, we out here. We're here. Let me go ahead and get the chat up and get ready to share the screen here. Um, Today, we're going to be talking about the Billionaire Winklevoss twin portfolio. Okay. Yes, they're in crypto. They're in some of the cryptos we've kind of been looking at. They're connected to some of the people we've been looking at. So yes, Winklevoss twins are connected to the things that we're looking at. Um, and then to bring up Scale again, okay? We were delighted to have Andrew Saunders from Scale on the channel. Definitely go check out that interview. And I'm going to be referring to that interview today as we talk about Scale. And and how does this all relate to Swift, right? We're going to bring it all back to Swift and be sure to check out my last episode in which we went over billionaire um, Alan Howard's portfolio. Okay. So these are billionaires that are connected to Swift. I think I'm just going to keep going over a few of them. We already know that Underdog Research Channel. He went over Alan Howard some as well. So he was the first to kind of go over Alan Howard and let you know how he is connected to Swift. And so let's go ahead and get into it here. Let me share my screen. Boom. Okay. So let's look at this when it's concerned to the Winklevosses. Okay. One thing to note. Oh man, is this what I want to look at here? Okay, no, this is not what I want to look at. Let's go back here. Okay. So, okay, for some reason, the page I wanted to look at is not what is up right now. I don't know why. Okay, here we are. So, Gemini receives a investment from new group of crypto industry leaders. So if you're not familiar with the exchange Gemini, it often gets forgotten in that you got Coinbase and Uphold, but yes, Gemini is here as well, and it is backed by the Winklevoss twins. Very crafty of them to use Gemini, because anybody that knows a little bit about constellations and stars in the sky, the Gemini is the twin constellation. So very astute of these guys to pick that as a company name. But you can see here, if we go down, this article is from February, I think that's 16th, 2022, which is extremely interesting because February 16th, if you take 216, 216 adds to the number 9. 2 plus 1 plus 6 is 9. But 216 is also 6 times 6 times 6. So it's three sixes multiplied together, you get 216. So pretty interesting how these companies kind of do stuff like this with announcements. Here, since this page keeps acting weird, the thing that I want here, let me see if we can do something about this. I don't know why it keeps making trouble like that. Okay, we're just gonna have to deal with the fact that that's up there. Okay, guys, my apologies. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but the thing I want us to take away from here is the BIA, the Blockchain Infrastructure Alliance investment in Gemini has been done via Draper Dragon, and we know because they're going to tell us a BIA member and venture capital fund co-founded by the renowned crypto investor and advocate Tim Draper. Okay, we can also see in this blockchain infrastructure alliance, you got companies like Polygon, Avalanche, Alchemy Pay, Near, which we've talked about before, and Algorand. If we go down here as well, I think they will tell us that the Winklevoss twins are connected here. Or we can just do a quick little search. So this new year promises many developments both in BIA and Gemini. The exchange public listing is anticipated by many following suggestions by the Winklevoss twins themselves and the successful listing of Coinbase last year. So Gemini has not been listed yet that I know of. So hasn't happened yet. Let's see, do they talk about them again? So just note that now we know now Tim Draper is an investor in Gemini, so he does own Gemini as well as Coinbase. Okay. So one thing to note from that, if we look at the Gemini portfolio, then these are companies that not only the Winklevoss twins are invested in. These are also companies that Tim Draper are invested in. Okay, so we only have 2 pages of them. One of which to note, Animoca Brands. We've been over them, and maybe we'll cover their billionaire guy who owns them, which Underdog Research has covered this guy as well. But you can see here the platforms: 1inch, Sandbox, Layer Zero, which I think is very, very intriguing. Shout out to the patrons. You guys got this on the Patreon a couple weeks ago. If you look at Layer Zero here, look at this. Look at the funds and backers on Layer Zero. Are you ready for this fundraising? And all the guys that we've talked about. Actually, let's go back and do the short one. Raised 263 million, $3 million, $3 billion, excuse me, valuation. Circle, Andreessen Horowitz, Coinbase Ventures, which we know Tim Draper owns Coinbase, Binance Labs, Multicoin Capital, Sequoia Capital, Animoca Brands, them again, Sandeep Narwal, him again, right? Tiger Global Management, we see them come up a lot in referencing to Draper. Lightspeed Ventures, they come up with Velo, OKX, Gemini Exchange, of course, which we just covered. Like all of these dudes are in on this, all of them. So when I gave this to the patrons, like I'm really believing that this one will take off because we got so many hands in this guy. And also it is a interoperability play here. Okay. So think about this when you're thinking of investing. Um, they are max supply of 1 billion, and only like 1,012,000 of the supply is out right now. So one of the things you might want to pay attention to is vesting and when they do token unlocks and stuff like that. But as of right now, only 1,012,000 of the supply is out, and there'll only be 1 billion of these coins, and it's needed for interoperability. So it's pretty interesting there. But let's go back here. So there we kind of have the Gemini portfolio itself. But as you know, with Tim Draper, these guys usually have kind of multiple VC firms, multiple interests that kind of house what they're doing. They also have Winklevoss Capital portfolio. Okay. And as always, if you guys have any questions, just put them in the side over there. See, we got a lot of great people in the house today. GT Nuts, what's going on? Satoshi Moto Black, love it. What's up, Ronan? Experience, my guy. What's up, E? Our moderator. What's up, Kid Graybo in the house? Can't speak straight. What's up, Jerome Jones? What's up? Okay, so all my people, all my guys in the house. 23 watching. Let's go. Okay, so let's continue here. Going to the Winklevoss Capital portfolio, we have Ethereum. And one thing to note, look at that return on investment. 202.6, or no, actually, that's 202 point, yeah, let's say 202.6K percentage. That's insane, bro. That's insane. But I'm sure a lot of that comes not only from Bitcoin, but you can see here with Ethereum, like an 8,000% return for them on that. But what you notice here is in the Winklevoss Capital portfolio, there's only about 2 pages. But what we have here, we have Animoca Brands again. But what we have here is Ethereum stacks, Filecoin, Zcash, and Scale. Okay, followed by Decentralized Social, Salad, and a couple others. BlockFi went under, but I think that might have been well, BlockFi went under, and we'll leave it at that. And here are the ones on the second page there. But one of the ones we're going to focus on today is Scale. We're very privileged to have Andrew Saunders on and talking about Scale. Please go back and take a look, listen to that interview, because one of the things I think was very telling from that interview is that they're ramping up marketing and they're also doing hiring, which, okay, let me just close this one website about, this website is always takes so much energy. I don't know why, but it does. So we'll close that one. So Scale's actually hiring, okay? So it really shows that these guys are really ramping up what they're doing here at Scale. One of the things too I wanted to show you while that kind of loads itself. I want to show you guys the funders and backers of Scale. Okay, so we already know Winklevoss Capital are one, right? But we see here, and it says that they raised 27.54 million, but then if you go to fundraising, you actually see that they raised 49.5 million, which is almost double that, you know what I mean? And also If you add it up, it adds up to 18, which also adds up to 9. So these guys kind of, that they're doing that whole thing with the nines and stuff like that. Tesla was really right when he said, if you only knew the power of 3, 6, and 9, huh? But that's an aside. Let's go back here and look at these guys that they have, especially the tier 1 and 2. Multi-coin capital, we see these guys so often. Hashtag capital, they're really big with Casper Labs, Consensus. We've already made a connection with Draper and Consensus, right? Galaxy, and then Boost VC. So we're going to come back here to this, but just remember these are Scales investors. Really interesting when you put Consensus in there, because in Consensus they do the coding for Ethereum, and they're kind of money backed by JP Morgan. So yeah, these guys are hiring, and they have the hiring on their blog board. So they're really hiring. And if we go over here, we see WordPress developer, solution architect, social media manager, community manager, frontline support engineer. This is Fireblocks, because they do have a deal with Fireblocks as well. So, and Fireblocks does a lot of international or institutional, custody of crypto. So when we're talking Fireblocks, we're also talking Scale. You can see here Ledger. So apparently there might be some Tim Draper even further connection here, because Ledger is owned by Tim Draper. So they're showing Ledger jobs as well. Fireblocks, Brain Trust. So, and there's even more, but we'll just continue. We'll just use that first page. So pretty cool. Looks like Andrew Saunders is adding some people to his team to deal with the social media and the community management. What this really says to me, with Scale kind of ramping up the marketing, if you will, is that we might be very close to regulation. Regulation in the U.S. Like, it seems to me like Scale or these guys may know that we're really close to regulational clarity, if you will. Okay, so it makes a lot of sense to me that they hired Andrew, and that was one of the things that Andrew kind of mentioned in that interview. Definitely go over here and check it out, the interview. That regulation clarity, like he mentioned that in their interview. He said, when do we get regulational clarity? And he mentioned it, you know what I mean? And I took notice to that. And I think, just his hiring is a kind of thought that maybe we get regulational clarity sooner rather than later. And one of the things I also like to point out to you guys is, for both candidates in this presidential election, and you guys kind of know how I feel about politics, but anyways, it's really telling that both candidates seem to be pro crypto in this election. So yeah, and here's the interview with Andrew Sanders. Definitely check it out. Only about 38.3 minutes there. So, definitely check it out. 38 minutes and 3 seconds, excuse me. Uh, Here, so let's go into the comments before I go any further here. Question: where's King and Zay? You know what? I do not know where King and Zay are, man. I don't know what's going on with that. Um, I don't know, guys. I really can't tell you. Um, I'm sure that their life is lifing for them right now. You know what I mean? Like, they have things that they have to handle in their life right now. But I'm not sure. I don't know what to tell you guys. Maybe you would like to send them an email or something. But yeah, I love to have him back. I love King's rants, bro. I love Zay telling it how it is, and he'd be throwing some of the tinfoil stuff in there. Y'all know I love that. So whenever they're ready to come back, I know I kind of ramped down on some of my shows lately because of things that I have going on. So yeah, love them, love to have them back. What's up, future one percenters? We're almost there, 100%. Yeah, come 2025, guys. I think a lot of us are going to be very, very happy. Not financial advice or anything, but just what I'm thinking with my portfolio. All right, we on. What's up, E? Peace. What's up, Ruel, Jerome Jones? Um, and where do I obtain some EVMOs? Okay, if you want to obtain some EVMOs, this is what I suggest. You can get the Kepler wallet. That just comes in, a phone app, and inside of the Kepler wallet, you can actually swap. So you could get osmosis on Coinbase or XLR on Coinbase, excuse me, and send it to your Kepler wallet. And then you can trade that into EVMOS. And also you can trade that EVMOS I'm sorry, stake that EVMOS. I'm going to go look on my Kepler wallet right now. You can stake EVMOS for, I think it's something like 2.2 APY. Let me see. 2.22. So 3 twos. APY. You can also stake XLR for 7.11 APR. So very, very nice there with those. But yes, that's how I suggest you get EVMOS. And E says here, Gemini, Kraken, coin, all going to go public eventually. Too much money to be made. Winklevoss twins and others are going to be even richer, 100%. My bad, I meant to say circle instead of coin. Okay, gotcha. Casper Cooper, welcome back, G. Salute. Well, stewards, did you see the King and the Queen of Crypto documentary? I did not see that. I mean, King been out here, bro. He's been out here. Like I saw him playing like Business Bill for oh man, for Newegg. King been out here, man. I'm proud. I'm proud to see it. Like, not that he need me to be proud of him, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm proud to see a brother succeed like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's awesome. It's awesome. Uh, so yeah, I did not see him in that documentary, but yeah, man, I'm really proud to see that stuff, bro. It's awesome. So shout out to King, bro, and we love to see you back. We love your rants, bro. We love them. So yeah, feel free to continue to ask questions and continue to put stuff down there, guys. So we'll move to the second part and continue our coverage of Scale. Okay. So I love the fact that they're hiring, and let me just come over to here and show you guys. They have a blog board which they put most of their information on, and I really like how they have the website set up where you can go to the blog and you can just see like a lot of what's happening in the community, right? I love that. So one thing to note, they also have their DeFi set up. It's called Scale Europa. We touched on it a little bit in that interview with Andrew Saunders. If we come over here to DeFi Llama, which is a great tool if you want to know what's going on in DeFi. We go all the way down here to like, and remember, I mean, this is just set up within like the last 2 months. We go all the way down here, actually within like the last month, to be honest with you. We go all the way down here to like number 194. They just got the Scale Europa set up. Got about like $378K in it right now, which is like nothing compared to, a lot of stuff. But one thing I want to let you know here, they're on Sushi, Ruby Exchange, Mason, and Aquastrade. One of the things that we can take away from this, though, is this. As soon as it allows me to go back here. Okay, we'll just do it that way. If we look at the total value locked, like of the top 17, like at least half of these guys have something to do with Ethereum. So Ethereum, of course, is number one. Base and Arbitrum are 5 and 6. Polygon 7. Blast, I think, is a layer 2 as well to Ethereum. So we got in the top 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 out of 10 of them have something related to Ethereum. And Optimism and Sui, I think these are both, like Sui uses Optimism layer 2, I believe, or some form of it. And Linea is also ETH layer 2. I believe Mantle is as well. So even going down to the top 20, you have some that are Ethereum like related, right? So I think that bodes well for Scale being an Ethereum layer 2 or layer 1. Uh, Andrew says that they're a layer 1. I didn't have him expound on that, but we will next time he comes on, because certain places I see that they say that Scale is a Ethereum layer 2. He told me it was a layer 1. So I'll get him to clarify that when he comes back on. But one of the things to note about Scale is that with Scale, you have these like hubs that they can have, and he went into this on the interview. So definitely go check out the interview, because he's going to say it better than I can, since he works directly with Scale. But basically, they're able to have these hubs that connect to each other. So to me, that seems like it would be very, very nice when it comes to metaverse, that you can have multiple hubs connecting to the same metaverse. Trying to see, I think it says it here. Okay, so again, they're gonna say layer 2, but he told me it was a layer 1. Scale is a layer 2 solution for the Ethereum blockchain that allows developers to avoid congestion on Ethereum Mania net by shifting development from the main chain to the adjacent side chains operated by the Scale network. Scale enables the deployment of decentralized applications in a secure, high performance, low cost environment through the use of independent DApp specific Scale blockchains, each of which acts as a set of private Ethereum capable smart chains. Okay, so that gives us um, a little bit of thought there about what Scale does. But according to Scale, and I think they're even faster since this, because this is in 2023, they're the fastest blockchain. Independent Dartmouth study shows that Scale is the fastest blockchain. So you can see here, a little bit faster than Solana. Scale is king in that way. And remember, Andrew told us that they're a gasless. Okay, so this was really, really, really key according to like the gaming systems that they're trying to attract to them. And remember, we talked about this a little bit, like with Andrew, we're talking about the Axie Infinity type of craze. The reason why Axie Infinity was so great is because it brought brand new people to gaming on on cryptocurrency, right? On blockchain. So Axie Infinity was able to allow people, in the Philippines to really replace their jobs and just solo gaming to make money. Okay. Which is insane to think about, right? So imagine Scale having like no gas fees like Ronin, but being faster than Ronin and allowing multiple different hubs to connect to each other. So to me, that makes it really, really, really superior. And then throw in something like Fireblocks, which gives you institutional saving of cryptocurrency. Fireblocks would allow you to save some of these NFTs in an institutional way, um, in an institutional safe way. So to me, it gives me a lot of hope that Scale can scale and meet a lot of gaming needs that haven't been, quite anticipated yet. But let me go ahead and bring up their Twitter, because since this in 2023, they also hit a different mainnet where they've made things even faster. Let me see if I can find that here. And then we'll get into, again, how this connects to Swift. And thank you to Crypto Future for reposting my stuff. He always does that. Shout out to Crypto Future. And I was on his show last week or week before last. It might have been now. It's all kind of blending in on me. Okay, there we go. I don't know what's happening. I know I was following these guys. Okay, if we go down here. Okay, we'll have to probably pull it up another day. But I know for sure they just had an expansion that made them even faster. They post a lot on their social media here, so we may not be able to find it very quickly. Well, see here it is. A TPS surpasses Solana. Finality time is faster than Phantom. 41 million unique active wallets. That's another thing that they're like killing it the game with. Gaming chain with 74 DApps versus 22 on Ronin. So they're already having more DApps than Ronin, which we referenced with the Axie Infinity. So they're killing the game out here, guys. They're killing the game. Okay, yeah. So they're seeing a lot of growth on their platform, which is awesome too. That they're ramping up the marketing. Like it's just going to make it even better for these guys. So definitely go over here and check out their definitely go over here and check out their Twitter. I'm going to follow them. I know I was following them. I don't know what happened there. For some reason, I have no idea. I try to keep 888 follows, but sometimes it just comes and just like stops me from following somebody, which is crazy. I don't even know why it does that. Uh, so there's a couple other things I wanted to hit here. Okay, stars. That they have a deal with stars. That's very, very interesting as well. So stars play fantasy sports. Okay, predict who's going to win as far as like soccer goes. And soccer, I know in the US we're not too big on soccer, but everywhere else in the world is. It says stars play chose Scale and its blockchain partner because of Scale's high throughput and zero fee design, and it's ideal for supporting a seamless user experience. Um, Say Italy's Series A league is the eighth largest sports league in the world by revenue and is followed globally. So They're partnering with these guys to do fantasy sports on Stars Play. Very, very interesting there. And they also just launched like a rewards service that's called Swell. And this is August 13th. Scale is thrilled to introduce Scale Swell, and maybe we'll have Andrew Saunders tell us a little bit more about this. I know he touched upon it a little bit in the interview. It's an interactive platform that will accelerate community engagement and reward participation to welcome millions of consumers into the Web3 space. And as a network of EV compatible gas free app chains, Scale ensures that Swell makes decentralized technology more intuitive, seamless, and engaging for both natives and non-natives by leveraging its gas-fee, frictionless experience. So they're kind of getting the whole rewards platform going, but I think this is a precursor to NFTs just being very important on their gaming-focused platform. Okay, so they're trying to bring more people in by just offering them awards, and they're also going to have more people just by default as more games happen on here. But again, some of the NFTs that come out of this stuff are probably going to be valuable. You know, not financial advice, just where I see the crypto industry heading. When you think about different companies like Parallel, I believe it is. Sci-fi world card game, you know, different things like this, right? Different things like Magic the Gathering, which we talked about with Andrew on the interview. Like you can see like crypto custody for different. We can see the crypto custody of NFTs is like just really ramping up. So it says to me that these things are going to be valuable. Okay, because companies keep popping up and things keep popping up where people are saying, okay, we're going to custody NFTs. Like, I don't think this is a coincidence, if you know what I mean, right? Um, they're not the only ones. If we go look at Rarible, and Rarible has their own Ethereum layer 2. They're also talking about doing custody of NFTs. Shout out to Darren McCurdy there. I don't know if you guys are NHL fans, but like this blew my mind when Darren McCarty started following me, maybe for crypto stuff. But like Darren McCarty is one of my favorite Red Wings, bro. So I just had to like kind of like brag about this, bro. When he started following me, that was just like a highlight, bro. I love that. So that was an aside, but let's look at Rarible here. Shout out to any Red Wings hockey fans, any Detroit hockey fans, bro. That made my day when he followed me. Um, we're hiring a senior product manager, so they're hiring too. But if you go and look at Rarible, they're also doing custody of NFTs. So this really just makes me think that one of these days, um, pretty much soon, um, NFT custody is just going to be a really big thing. Let me go. Okay, we might have to just go to rarible.com. I don't care about the summer thing right now. I just wanted to see something else. Okay, hopefully this will. Phantom now supports Ethereum and Polygon. Okay, thank you for letting me know that. Okay, I think this is Rarible I'm thinking about. I might have them confused with something else, but I know I'm thinking it's Rarible and they have their own ETH layer 2 and they're talking about how they're doing custody of NFTs and stuff like that. Okay, I can't find it now, but I'll have that ready for you next show. But let me go ahead and close that. Then let's see. Okay, the next thing I wanted to hit you guys with is how this relates to Swift. Now, remember we were talking about Scale's investors. Now you see here we got Boost VC, okay? Boost VC. And we're showing you guys a ton of different times about Boost VC and who they are. That's the that's the VC firm ran by Tim Draper's son. If we go look at the About Us, you'll see he calls himself a fourth generation venture capitalist, okay, because he is. That's Tim Draper's son there. And then if we go look at the portfolio, we will see Scale, amongst other things. Excuse me, 21 shares, which has the whole ARK Invest connection there. And you can see that Kathy Wood is connected to Tim Draper. I think I'm probably going to do an episode on that and how we can kind of connect Kathy Wood and Tim Draper is kind of interesting. But as you can see here, Scale is in their portfolio. Okay. And if we go to Tim Draper and his Draper Associates companies, you'll see Ethereum as one of his things that he owns. And by that, I think we can almost think that Tim Draper owns a piece of Consensus. That's not confirmed. That's just speculation on my part. I do believe that he owns a piece of Consensus. Which you can see there. So that would be two investors connected to Scale from Draper. And if we were to go as far as to go look at Hashkey Capital and how these guys have in their portfolio Casper Labs, which Draper Goran Home is invested in Casper Labs. Or is it going to show it to us? Oh, I just skipped it. There it is, down at the bottom of the page there. Casper. So, in a way, the Hashkey Capital and Consensus and Boost VC, Draper might be triple connected here with Scale. Okay. What's up, Crypto and Focus? Been a while, bro. Techie Noir, thank you for the $10 super chat. Very much appreciated. Super chats help the program go for sure. Shit, that's dope. Imagine if bro is in the chat right now. Okay. All right, cool, guys. So just a little recap of what we talked about today. Um, Gemini and the Winklevoss twins. The Winklevoss twins are invested in Gemini. Um, they invested in Scale, which we talked a little bit about Scale, how Scale's hiring, how they're one of the fastest blockchains, how their hub technology really lends itself to metaverses, and how they're gas free. We mentioned how the hiring of Andrew Sanders and how they're still hiring others. They're ramping up their marketing, which makes me believe that crypto regulation clarity is coming soon to America, and these guys are just getting themselves ready right now before it happens. Okay, I think it completely happens with the next regime, whoever that will be. Right. Another thing to connect the Winklevoss twins to, which I forgot to mention here, it's AMP. That's a payment crypto only found on Gemini. At a pretty decent price right now as well. And you know, Gemini, or you might not know, Gemini also has its own stablecoin, the GUSD, which is pegged to the US dollar. So I think the Winklevoss twins and all their connections and all the connections they have in New York, because Gemini is on one of the only exchanges you can use in New York. I think they have big future plans for things like AMP, things like Scale, and of course for their own Gemini exchange, right? So essentially, they they have their own cryptocurrency exchange that they can use as a venture capital firm to buy the cryptos that they want, right? Um, in which you can see they got things like Layer Zero. We went over that as well today and how it's a big interoperability play. And it's kind of interesting of all the different cryptocurrencies here. Layer Zero is like the only one that's in the green here for the last 7 days. So clearly, people are ramping up and grabbing themselves some Layer Zero. But yeah, I think that pretty much sums up what we had going on today. So awesome. Quick show. Had it under an hour. We'll be back with you hopefully on Wednesday, but if not Wednesday, for sure on Thursday. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one, guys. I'm out.